All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 4. We are very excited today. I'm pumped. Something new that we're doing. We are going to be interviewing some high school hockey players from South Dakota here. We'll start with boys varsity this year, and hopefully if this takes off, we can pick up some girls varsity next year.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we're excited. Today we're bringing in the guy that had this suggestion for us.
Yep.
I honestly believe it's the best guy to do it in state of South Dakota.
Yeah.
One of the best goaltenders, I think, in the class of this year. He's a senior from Yankton. I was kind of talking to him beforehand. I was saying he's probably the best goalie Yankton's had.
Ever. Yeah.
And
yeah. I mean, because they haven't only had teams for about 10 years
when we
or
were
so.
playing, that was their downfall. They had good players.
Yeah.
They had good players.
Guys.
Their goaltending, they just didn't have that development yet. And Luke, I think, is the standard. And I'm super excited to have him here.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him some few questions here and see how he feels about this upcoming season. So everyone, let's get right into it. And
here's a warm welcome for Luke.
Welcome to Luke. Hey, Luke, how's it going, man?
Doing all right.
How about yourself? Feeling good. Like I said, man, we're super excited to have you. And we're just going to jump right into it, man. My first question for you is going to be one, because I think goaltending is crazy. I know
probably the hardest position to play.
Yep, exactly. How did you decide that that's what you wanted to be? Was it something like, you didn't have one and we're like, I'll be the guy to do it? Or was it like, I loved it right away and I knew that's exactly what you wanted to do?
I kind of just loved it right away from the start. Always being able to be in action just fed right into my personality.
Were you ever like a skater at all to begin with? And then transition?
I was. I think I stopped skating out my first year of Pee Wee.
Oh, wow.
That's even more impressive.
Yeah, because I mean, Pee Wee, usually there's already goaltending.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I was probably around that Pee Wee age, maybe squirts. I wanted to be a goaltender too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But because you could try it out in practice.
You could.
I mean, they would just if you're listening to goalie, because the gear was there.
Yeah. And I remember my dad saying, well, if you do it, fine, but I'm not coming to your out-of-town games because I'm not going to travel all this way
not see you play.
Luckily, I did that because our two goalies were 6'1", 6'6".
Oh, and then the other one, Gus, who was 7 foot on skates.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm glad I went that route. Yeah. So. But no, man, like I kind of was saying, we truly believe you're one of the best in Yankton. Mm-hmm. Do you have any role models that you can remember of Yankton goaltending? Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if there was really anything. I think for me, you're like should be the role model of what goaltending, not even in Yankton, but honestly in the state of South Dakota should be. But like, did you have a role model in Yankton at all growing up, or it was just like, I'm going to watch the NHL or anyone like that?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say it would have been our goalie a couple of years back. His name was Keaton Wagner. Just being able to like be underneath for a couple of years was great developmentally.
Good, that's good. I said, I know for us, like if you watch any of the videos I created and we played Yankton, you could just tell the goalies, they just go down and that was it. Like,
they didn't know much. Because it was
was
their first, or they only been for 4 years. I don't even know if you were like, when you were born, right, the Yankton was already established, correct?
Well, I think when we were seniors, they had their first varsity in 2015.
Because I don't know if they had any lower levels.
I think they did. I think they started low and then worked their way up, but.
Yeah, would you say though, like Yankton hockey, like the younger kids going down, is there a lot more people, coming out and going out for hockey in Yankton area?
Yeah, thankfully for the last couple of years we've had a great learn to skate turnout, and a lot of those kids are feeding right into hockey. So our younger levels are seeing a big boom.
And do you guys as varsity players, do you guys help out with any of that or anything like that?
We usually have 2 or 3 varsity players per learn skate and per try hockey.
That's
the kids like that. I'm sure love that a lot.
Just being around the big kids, playing with them is seeing the smiles.
Yeah, that's exactly how we did. I know they had Cougar buddies here. I'm not sure if that's what they still call them here, but yeah, I remember that. Like that was big thing. You know, it was like, oh, we get to hang out with these guys and eat food.
Yeah, I even remember my cougar
I remember
from when I was a cougar little kid. So like, yeah, you can totally tell that leaves an impression on them.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So let's jump into the season now. You guys finally win Consolation Championship last year, correct? Yep. And that was against Mitchell. That was one heck of a game that you guys had. Just nonstop, just go. Loved it. Now, are you guys expecting to be right in that same range, or you guys feel like now that you guys, like I said, you only lose one player, Connor, last year, do you guys feel like you can take that step up now to being the top 2, top 3 team in state?
I feel like that expectation is there. We just all have to work for it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like senior year, everyone's buying it.
Yeah, senior year, by the way. Yeah, how many do you guys have? Like, I know you're a senior. You guys have a pretty big group.
Yeah, I think we have 12 or 13 seniors.
Yeah,
that was.
And then most of those guys take up the spots. Like, do you have any younger guys maybe who are going to have some spots?
I think we'll have 5 or 6 juniors and younger on varsity.
Yeah, that I know that can be good for this year, and that can kind of hurt for next year.
Yeah,
but
focus on this year.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's nothing you can worry about.
Yeah.
You're a senior. Right. You're going to worry about your season, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, when did you guys start? Did you get like hitting the ice and stuff like that? You already got practices going?
Our morning actual practices started next week Monday. We've had ice for about 2.5 weeks.
And is that just like little scrimmage games or 4-on-4?
We did some small area practice drills, regular scrimmages.
Awesome. So let's see here. So you have one heck of a shot for a goaltender, right? So I believe it was your dad sent us a video of you for Team South Dakota.
Yeah, that was sick.
Sick pass off the wall. Now, are you planning on scoring 4 or 5 empty netters? What's the plan here on the empty netters this year?
I'm sure you guys saw it stayed against Watertown. I did my best.
Did you practice that?
Hopefully
you practice that in practice, like the end of practice, you'll start in Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like, honestly, that's the first time in South Dakota I've seen a goalie, honestly,
try doing that.
Trying to be
able to, yeah, you're right.
Like that.
Able to do that.
I've seen where, a goalie will get a puck, give it to a guy, and then he'll go coast to coast and get an assist.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a goalie like yourself can just take that puck, sauce it 10 feet in the air. It can be challenging because now you guys have this lead. If someone tries to dump and chase, you're there. It's kind of scary because you can just chuck it down the ice.
Yeah.
So, props to you, man, to be able to do that.
You got to be comfortable with the puck too, to be able to do that. Confidence.
Well, that's the thing. Because you get just like coach's standpoint, you got to get on. Like, you can dump it, but most dump-ins are going to happen right around that red line, not the blue line. And how you guys forecheck and how much pressure you guys have on, that's just it's going to hurt some teams if they think they can go 4-3 against Brookings here. You get the puck down and you throw it down the end of the ice.
Yeah.
Game over. It's game over now.
Right.
So it's that's a big advantage that you guys have, that you have in your back pocket. I'm assuming every coach has to know that by now.
Those guys can send it down the ice.
Yeah. So I'd be like, you got to get on the goal.
Yeah.
It's a different aspect of the game. So, congrats on that for sure, dude. I know that takes practice. You're literally one-handed, in a fit.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how they do that.
That's impressive. Yeah.
One other thing, take us through you got like a pregame ritual or anything that you do like before your games with that, to get yourself ready.
So I completely avoid my team like right before the game. So I'll go do my ball warm up, stretching, watch the game, but I stay away from. Which is kind of odd.
That's how that probably helps mentally get prepared.
100%. I don't think that's odd at all, especially goaltenders, because you guys got to warm up your hands, you got to warm up your eyes.
It's a different warm up than what the players would do.
I don't think that's you have your group thing, and then it's like I got to go my own. I was the same way at, to the point where like, let's group up and I'm like, I have to wait till, second period's done and like there's 12 minutes left. Like that was my big thing.
Yeah.
I know there's a kid that I coached last year. His biggest thing was I can't get dressed until there's 10 minutes left. Then I can go in and get dressed. So it's everybody's different, which we love to hear.
Yeah,
that's more like that. Ryan loves to hear that.
That's more like a superstition. Like, do you have any superstitions? Like, have you kept like your same jock strap or something? Like, because we remember me on one time, Mikey. He wore it throughout his whole career. He had in the beginning it was white. It was a white undershirt, for under the shoulder pads, and then by his senior year it was brown or yellow, and so you had anything like that? No,
I do have one. So I have a starting stick and a backup stick, and my game stick I don't retape until I lose.
Oh, okay.
So it could be on for like 10 games, and I just
I like that. Yeah,
I haven't heard that one.
No,
cool. Nice. As a forward, that is never gonna happen.
No.
Right?
For us, that would be a lot of blue tape sticks. What about the more tape?
No, that's okay. I like that. Now when you guys come up to Aberdeen this year?
We do not. Aberdeen comes here.
That's they came here.
I'll be like, it must be on a February already. That stick hasn't been picked there for a while.
Yeah.
So sweet. Okay. What team right now? I know you can say Rapid's the easiest team to kind of say that you're most like focused on. That that's kind of where you want to be at. But like, other than Rapid, or like, is there a team where you're like, I would love to get a couple more wins, or like, just would like to beat them? Because I know for us, it's always we always want to just beat.
No, we did.
And we did twice. So we got that under our belt. But is there like a team where it like means a little bit more if you can get a win?
So for me personally, I'm gonna have to say Sioux Falls. I haven't been able to beat Sioux Falls at the A level or varsity level ever. Compared to Brookings, I've beaten Brookings multiple times.
Interesting. That's a different one.
I will be watching that for sure.
Right?
Year.
Yeah. Something to keep an eye on.
I love that.
Yeah. So you say like that would be like one of the teams like is there like a team every year, regardless of how many players they lose or not, like where you're just like you seem like team always struggles against? Would that be Sioux Falls for you, or?
Our team usually plays bad against Huron. I don't know why.
No, I get it. I totally get it. Is it when you guys go there too? I get that. Yeah.
That's Aberdeen at its core.
So right, dude.
That is Aberdeen at its core.
Yeah. You could have a perfect season to face Huron, and we'll lose. I just don't. No, you're totally right.
100%. That was us, man. Senior year, we destroyed them here at home. Get there, and we lose because it's all mental. You're like, we got this. You're not completely prepared.
Mm.
They come out smoking you. That's just the bottom line. Yeah, that's so funny.
Well, is there a favorite place?
Thankfully, we usually win.
Yeah. Too close to comfort for you that you like. Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I totally get that. Is there a favorite rink that you like to play in?
I love Yankton's rink. Every other rink's way too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah. Growing up in a cold rink, it's awful to play in Sioux Falls and Brookings.
Yeah. I remember the Sioux Falls. We were the first team to play in Sioux Falls. They're brand new rinks, the Shields. Yeah. We were the first team to play on that.
I didn't get to play on that.
Yeah, you got kicked out. You recorded. But you can attest to it. Our parents, it was so hot. Our parents, for the first time, had to take off their jacket and sweatshirt to be comfortable in a hockey rink. And so every period we're drinking, like we're literally drinking the water bottles, and then we're refilling and drinking it again because it was so hot. I can attest to that because like the expo in Aberdeen, cold.
Yeah.
A little bit warm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't mind playing there.
So, but yeah, I can definitely see that. You guys are pretty much in a barn, right? I'm like, I don't think you guys have a new rink.
You guys still have the same rink we've had at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's I can totally understand that. You're used to that cold, and you go to a different environment. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, you never got to experience the old Sioux Falls building. Remember we got to play in the
there was a barn.
Actual barn.
That was the dressing rooms was a trailer home.
Yeah, there was a trailer home.
And we walked in, pretty much walked on dirt to get into the room.
Yeah, it was interesting. To say the least. I think that was the time was one of the did Mikey put a
Mikey missed, and I in a Sioux Falls player fell and hit his head in the boards. Big old hole in the boards. We had to wait 20 minutes for them to fix it.
Yeah.
But what was your thoughts on Watertown having a state tournament, and how did you feel that went last year?
I thought it was amazing being able to play like that bigger rink with the Jumbotron playing during. Yeah. For my first state tournament appearance, that felt like a dream come true.
Yeah, how many times did you look up at the Jumbotron after the whistle was blown?
Probably too many.
No, for sure. It was. I agree with you. I think that's a great spot. They're gonna, give Brookings some competition there.
That's a good thing too.
And it is.
They need that. It kind of every year for us, it was always at Brookings, and no one ever tried.
Yeah.
Because I know you're like, why can't we ever get it? Why can't state be here at home? It's nice, I think, for every team to get an opportunity to have state and their home rink.
Yeah. It's always tough. But I've always thought I would love if Sioux Falls could take it and have played at the Denny Sanford premiere or Stampede play and stuff like that. I know it might not be as packed as it should be or could be, but I think that would be a fun environment just to play on that rink right there. Or even you have Augie's there now too, so even playing on I think that's the Midco Stadium, I think. Yeah. So, but yeah, I agree. I think that was a great atmosphere. I will say the shading or the sun that comes in they're huge windows, dude. Yeah. And it gets bad at a certain time. I'm surprised they didn't realize, the sun sets here, and we usually play games around this time. Maybe we should.
They definitely did not think of that.
They didn't think of that. So,
and they have shades for them. They just didn't pull them down. I was like, why?
Yeah. And even when they do, you can open the doors, and the sun just can blare right in at any moment. So that kind of sucks too. So a little flaw in that part, but I think the atmosphere was pretty spot on.
That's a good rink.
It's kind of like a Brookings feel where it kind of feels tight, but it doesn't feel tight. It's roomy there. Yeah. It's just a kind of weird feeling.
Oh, don't worry, Matt and I saw it before any of the games we played.
Yeah, I know. Freaking! I was in the getaway car. Jeez.
We got a tour.
Yeah. But yeah. So, are you guys expecting to be? Let's see. I think you guys finished 5th, I believe, last year. Correct?
Yeah.
I believe you guys can go higher. Where do you kind of see yourself at?
I can honestly see us anywhere between 2 and 5. I feel like Rapid's kind of untouchable. Yeah. But we can beat any team. But if we take our foot off the gas, we could lose to any team.
I think I had you guys right at that 2 or 3 marker.
I have 2.
You did not have them at 2.
I did.
Okay, then I had you at 3.
Yeah.
I thought anyways,
the Bucks I trust.
The Bucks. No way.
No,
that's crazy. You just came up with it. Jeez. Yeah. No, like I said, man, we got some high hopes for you and for you guys. So now you're a senior. We're gonna go out of hockey here. What's the plan after high school, my guy? Are you hoping to go into club hockey? Are you trying to try out for the NA3 or what's your kind of plan on anything like that?
So my plan right now is going straight to college and hopefully be able to play some form of club or try to walk on at a D3 team. So I don't know exactly what that plan is yet, but
figure it out in time.
I still got a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Good. What college are you going to?
Right now, my top school is a school in Moorhead, Minnesota. It's called Concordia College.
Okay. And what are you going to go for?
Probably pre-med, pre-PT, or chiropractic.
I like
Nice.
healthcare field.
Good.
I like it. That's where I'm at right now, baby. So I'm an occupational therapist. So
a good way to keep in sports and
Yep.
help out with everything outside of it too.
Yes. You can do quite a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, any more questions you got for him?
What's a good like you eat before games? You have a special meal that you eat prior to night or anything like that?
I do, and it's going to sound really stupid.
Let's hear it. This is what I'm here for.
So I'll make steak and eggs, and instead of seasoning my eggs with salt and pepper, I'll use Old Bay Cajun seasoning.
What is it?
It sounds gross, but it's really good.
Honestly, that's not bad. I think that's actually not. That'd be pretty good, honestly.
I like the steak and eggs.
Yeah, the steak and eggs are good. I think that's a good meal to eat. That's the whole thing. I'll
tell you right now, that's not what I had. I don't think I had a pregame meal.
We didn't have it like that.
Pizza, and I'm like, I'm good to go.
Yeah, it's crazy because now you guys all take steps to prepare yourselves for games and stuff like that. Whereas even though it was only 10 years ago for us, I feel like it was just we showed up an hour before, we go and play. We might have clementines in between periods. That's about that was kind of for it.
Yeah, who's got the oranges?
Yeah, whose parents on pair do this weekend?
Well, Luke, we appreciate you, man. We're super thankful that you're a fan of us. We're a super fan of you, man. We'll be watching. We're like I said, we're the Bucks we trust.
Yes, the Bucks we trust. That's right.
Yeah, we'll be watching you very closely again this year. We're we're excited to see you guys.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Hopefully we don't let you guys down at all.
No, you guys will be fun.
Yep, you guys will be great.
So take care, man. We'll see you later.
You as well. Thank you.
What a stud.
Heck
Man,
yes.
what a stud.
Yep, excited for the Bucks in the season for it to come.
Yeah. Again, South Dakota hockey. It's gonna be fun. They're like you said. I think he said that they're gonna be starting practice here very soon.
Yep.
Very soon. I believe that's about where everyone's at.
I wonder if most teams do morning practices.
Oh yeah, we didn't even ask them. But I think most teams are gonna be starting practice this week. If not,
they've already said they hit the ice, so we all know that the Cougars have too as well. They already hit the ice, and so most teams hit the ice. They just haven't had any of the
legit practice.
Yeah, fundamental practice.
So yeah, we're excited about that. We're excited about next episode 2. Hopefully he feels better. We're gonna have Carter Sanderson on as well. So we're gonna go back to back with special guests.
Yep.
We're super excited with that.
So we got insight on varsity hockey. Now we get insight on USHL.
Yep. So we're
next step.
Yep. So we're gonna see what happens with Carter. He's been having a hot start of the year. Their team is 7-1. Have a big. I was really hoping. I had some good. We both had good questions coming up.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing one of their toughest teams in their division this weekend.
Good luck.
So we're excited for them. So good luck for Carter. But yeah, we got some nice conversations coming on with Carter as well.
Yeah.
Again, their season's going great. They're 7-1.
Off to a hot start. Off the defending champs.
Yeah, they are showing why they are the champs.
Seriously.
So
I think getting all those guys drafted, they're brimming with confidence right now, Lumberjacks.
But yeah, we're pumped to have him on here in our next episode. So stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Luke, we are super thankful for you, man. Thank you for giving that suggestion for us.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on a short notice as well.
Yeah.
We appreciate
super
that.
Clutch.
Probably didn't ask the best questions. We were hoping a couple more weeks to get some more questions. So you're kind of our guinea pig.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You did great. Oh, yeah.
You did awesome.
Fantastic. Class act.
So we're excited to, again, see the Yankton Bucks. Again, if you're seeing any of this and you want to have your opportunity or have someone in mind on your own team that should come and support you guys, or speak on your behalf or whatever, hit us up on Instagram. That's our best forum to get connected with us. We are more than happy to hear people out, and but also stay tuned on Instagram, because Instagram is where I'm going to ask questions of who you guys, give me some names, give me some players that would want to come on here. So hopefully we can get that going, and hopefully we can maybe get a coach or two as well on the program. So,
any that are interested in doing so.
Yeah, So we're super thankful for all you guys. We appreciate it. Now let's jump into the good sport of NHL. The first week has finally started. I will say.
Well, how are your thoughts? 1 week down. How are you feeling?
It's tough to say because you're like, oh wow, Seattle #1.
I know it's a very small sample size, but with the sample size we got,
3-4 games.
I mean, how you feeling? Like right now, I'm feeling like again, like every game is going to matter this early on in the season.
Yeah, like this.
The weaker teams that were last year are beating now some other big teams, and those teams are not mustering the wins. So like, it's good for the weaker teams because we know that the teams we already know like there's a certain few teams that didn't get off to a hot start, but we know they're going to come make playoff. Come playoff time, they're going to make it.
Yeah. And
so it's just like, well, it's just to see where they get their streaks, when their streaks will come throughout the season. It's where they surpass those ones.
Yeah.
But they're creating a nice margin right now.
Yeah. One team, again, the two teams right now that are more surprising to me are going to be Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've had 4 games and they're 3-1.
Yep.
Great.
Nashville
Nashville
almost 4-0.
Yep.
It's just really lost the Lightning.
Nashville 2-1, an OT loss or a shootout loss. I'm not sure exactly which one, but again, super early to say anything.
They're playing a little better. I watched. Did you know that they had early morning noon games yesterday?
Yeah, Columbus Day was off.
Yeah. I knew.
I was at work. I had 5 games.
Yeah, dude, I was just I was gaming, and all of a sudden, I see I'll scroll on Twitter, and I see a highlight, and I was just like, because I saw somebody basically complaining about the 11:30 noon game, and I was just like, screw you, dude. I work nights. This is great. Yeah, this is the best thing ever. I watched 3 freaking games before I went to sleep. It was awesome. I was with you, dude. I just go back and forth between games. The Columbus, I was mostly watching the Colorado Buffalo Sabres game.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was mostly watching. Yeah, we'll talk about them later. But yeah, I hope they do more like that. Yeah, I really. And I have other complaints we'll get to later on about their schedule.
Well, we can talk about their schedule right away. Get it out of the way because yes,
Friday. What the hell is up with Friday?
3 days were first 4. This week was kind of just off, right? So the first you get you get 3 games played. Okay,
Tuesday,
next day
Wednesday
is nonstop. Every team's playing except the teams that just played. Actually, the teams played that night
back
too.
to back.
So
couple teams back to back.
So almost every team except maybe 4 didn't play.
Yep.
Friday, nothing.
Yeah. Right.
How? Yeah. Saturday,
3 days in.
Saturday, hockey frenzy.
Yeah.
Sunday,
wild college football is going on.
Yeah.
And
2 games on Sunday or something.
Yeah. One Sunday. It was the Caps and Rangers.
Yes. One Sunday.
And it was a damn good game.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. Football. What are we doing Friday? How do you have? I don't. Yeah. I get it that the MLB has the playoffs going on. But that's one series that was going on that night. How do you have every single every single team play on Saturday, but you're not even going to do the Frozen Frenzy? That's later on.
No, they did the Frenzy still on Saturday. So I think what's happening is, we got to remember this is Olympic year. So these guys are going to play. So they know they're going to be out for pretty much close to a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what they're trying to do is try to jam-pack as many Saturday or Friday night games so they can do that hockey frenzy. Because that hockey frenzy thing was just a hit.
Yeah.
Everyone liked that. So I think they're just trying to jam-pack as many. I'm not sure exactly how many frenzies are going to be this year. But
I think it was only the one still.
Well, yeah, there's only been one.
Yeah, but they could have done it this last Saturday. They didn't.
Yeah. So I think that's what they're going to be doing. But I think it's going to, I don't like that it was only one game. I think you could have broke up some things. But again, there's different.
Just the fact that there was
venues,
0 on Friday.
I know, but venues different. It just happens. It sucks.
It just doesn't make sense that it's the first week of the season.
Yeah,
and on Tuesday is the start, Wednesday games, Thursday games, Friday, none.
Yeah.
How does that there's no wonder why you're last in marketing and last in all those views and stuff like that comes to all the pro sports here and there. It's because you do stuff like that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Because then they have 8 games all at the same time on a Saturday, and it's just I can't flip through all. I can't watch them all, man. Like I want to, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It sucks. But
That's just the one thing I don't like. Oh, come on, yeah, like 7 games all at 6 o'clock.
The Olympics.
Yeah, well, I know. That's the other thing too. We get into too with the Olympics coming up, injuries. We're getting worried about that.
So yeah. So and that's so far away too. We got months for that, but teams are probably gonna get announced here in the next couple months. Anyways.
Yeah, they're gonna be starting. Yeah, like that's next November. I think is when start to get selections going.
Yeah. So, but let's just start like we did last year, fellas. We'll start in the Western Conference. Start with the Pacific, and honestly, the only reason why we do that is because my team's LA Kings, and when I go to my standings, that's the first thing that's there. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Can you see what yours looks like?
Oh.
That's weird. It's because mine's in the east.
Yeah.
It's just flipped.
Yeah. So
I'm not used to that.
So yeah, like I said, it's so early. Right now the Kings have the most games played. They're 1-2-1. I will say, since I'm talking about them right now, I was a little frustrated yesterday. I started watching. They got scored on 3 times.
Within 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. I didn't watch, but I saw the thing, and I was just like, I literally had like my alerts on, and I saw it 1-0. I was like, okay, not a big deal. We'll go 1-0 out of first. Okay. Next thing I looked down, and it was 3-0. I'm like, what just happened? It was still in the first period. I'm like, what is going on? And I didn't pay attention. And next thing I know, I'm about to go to bed, and I was like, oh, let me just see how bad we lost. Shootout. Going to OT. I was like, what? What did we do here? And so, last night I was on a roller coaster of like, well, this is how this year's going to go. And 2, I'm very excited to watch a little bit more hockey now. Mm-hmm. So, a guy I follow on Twitter named Russ Morgan, he goes and says, don't count this team out. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a fun team. I will say the Wild did score, I think all 3 on the power play. Mm-hmm. And so if we can get that taken down, we win 3-0. Mm-hmm. Right? So, I'm excited for him. I still think it's going to be a fun year for these Kings. Again, Corey Perry's out for a while, but if he can come in and be that rat on the team, I guess you could say, I think it would be okay. But other than that, like I said, like everyone's had at least 2 games. One team I will say is the Sharks. If they can finish out a game in the last minute, they'll be 2-0 right now.
Right. It's kind of funny to see. Then like 2.
Yeah,
that's just funny.
But
you got no wins. You got no straight regulation losses.
Yeah,
2 OT losses.
So
both that Vegas punch was an absolute gut punch. Like
that was so bad.
That was like it was like no, not this again. Like I don't know what's worse, that or Buffalo 0-3.
No, Sharks for sure.
I don't know,
dude. To lose that way,
the Sharks have at least been
actually maybe it is Buffalo because at least the Sharks got points out of it.
At least the Sharks have scored more than 2 goals across 11 periods. Yeah, 9 periods.
So I will say I am if the Sharks can, they're able to score again. They played the Ducks, but they also played the Knights.
Yep.
And so
they had the freaking Knights, man. They had them.
So I'm excited for these Sharks if they can,
We'll see with Michael. Michael Mason is supposed to make his debut tonight. So they're number 1 pick, their first round pick last year.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we'll see how he does. But Celebrini is kind of a little underperforming to start his sophomore season, which is kind of normal in a sense, in a way.
Teams know how to play you more, things like that.
Yeah, and so if he can clean it up a little bit, then it'd be better. But yeah, no, they're off to. I don't know. We'll see how Askarov does as well. He didn't play their first game, but that second game, made a couple mistakes where it's like.
I will say if Seattle was not, if they didn't win their 2 games, our standings would be spot on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not worried about early season. They're going to it's going to look bad. Right
Seattle good for them with their 2 wins.
I was listening to some on the NHL Morning Skate, and there's one of the guys he had like the Rangers winning their Metropolitan.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, you're crazy.
So I think what we'll do here is we're gonna just pick our top team that we're surprised about in the first week, and our one team that we're like, kind of not like
on the fence
like,
of worrying about.
Yeah. Just,
not worried
not
yet.
Worried, but like because it's so much, it's so hard to say that. But like, you wish they would have done better in their first week.
We'll come back to it at 10 games.
Yeah. So, well, by next time we talk about it, be like, okay, see what happens. So, So first one for the Pacific would be Seattle. I think we can both agree. Hey, at 2-0, I wasn't expecting you guys to be at the top of the leaderboard right there. I was more expecting you right in the middle. Right now, you guys are on top. That's probably my biggest surprise team of that. A team for me that I think is a little bit more worried is going to be at the bottom there at the Calgary Flames. 1 and 2 is okay. Same with Vancouver. Both 1 and 2. I think either one. I would expect them to at least having a winning record with at least 3 games for sure, or at least being 500 if they're only at 2 games. So that's my pick right there.
Yeah, Calgary's still struggling to score.
Yeah.
And Vancouver is off to it's like a lack of effort. Lack of everything. All the players. It's not even just EP40. Yeah. It's Hornak, it's Hughes. Garland's like the only one that's actually putting forth that, and Sherwood. I can't leave Sherwood out, but those two are like the only ones putting effort into anything, it seems like Vancouver's playing. And Demko, I shouldn't leave Demko out, because Demko, he's been phenomenal to start off the season. Yes. He's somebody who's going to be in the conversation of possibility of goaltender for, I think, Team Canada. Yeah. So, yeah, that's an upside, I guess, for Vancouver. But yeah, I don't know what needs to, if it's maybe Vancouver's not buying into Foot's system. He has a system, with the new head coach and all that. Or, maybe it wasn't the right move to get rid of JT.
Time will tell on that one.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we'll just do those teams, and then we'll just go on to the next. Just for this.
I'm just curious. I got a question for you about the Pacific. Do you foresee Stuart Skinner finishing out the season with the Oilers? I mean, with the Oilers. I don't mean as their starting open. I mean,
not the starter. They have to pick someone. They got to pick.
Do you see them trading them?
I don't think. How can you even trade him away? But can you get something out of him? Hopefully, maybe. But dude, he's just not.
There's just too many. There's too many moments where those mistakes outweigh the good. Yeah. There's just too many.
And his big thing too was I think, hopefully it's not a fake quote, but I'm pretty sure he was quoted that his focus is to win a Stanley Cup, but also to make Team Canada. And both of those right now, just this short period of time, is not even in the picture.
No.
And I think we talked about this before the season even started. That's their biggest question mark. That's their biggest thing. They did nothing there. They think that these two guys are there. I don't think so. Now, I believe didn't they not pick up Ingram?
Yep.
So Ingram, is he your answer? I honestly, why wouldn't you want to pick Ingram? Get him up here.
Is Pickard hurt?
I'm not sure, but get
Ingram
up here.
Obviously from the playoffs.
I think that would be the best thing.
Yeah. Just go with Ingram and Pickard for now.
Yeah, I think Ingram would be.
Send Skinner back down to 8 now.
Yeah, pass waivers, but I think that would just be the best thing is get him up there. He's a solid goaltender, and just
he's young and struggled, so he just.
But I think that's what they did. And, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Again, that's what I say. Goaltending.
Yeah, I don't.
Hardest position to play because it's just it's almost like I'm not going to compare it to kickers in the NFL, but
they get hated on it.
As I said, like your job's on kind of like on the line, just like a kicker's job is. Like if you let a couple bad ones in, you're not playing. It's like as a kicker, you miss a couple ones. You're fired.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, over to the Central. One team that I'm not surprised that is up there is Colorado at 3-0-1, studs.
Canada's so good.
Yeah, I don't see them slowing down much. The team that does surprise me that is up there is going to be Nashville, baby. They're 2-0-1, which I love. Hopefully they can keep going. A team that I would like to see up a little bit more it'd probably be Utah being at that bottom 1 and 2.
Yep.
Even the Jets, seeing them at, they're still 2-1. They're tied with 3 other teams. With Dallas, Blues, and Minnesota. But yeah, I guess that's not terrible. I guess with the Jets, right? Jets go on this hot streak right off the bat. That's kind of what you expect them to do again. And it's a different team.
So. Yeah, I remember they lost Ehlers. They lost Appleton. So I don't know if Lowry is back. Somebody else got hurt too.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to deal with some stuff, but yeah, Nashville's my biggest team. That I'm like, heck yeah, I'm good. I'm excited to see them up there. But right now, Utah, they're only one. Again, all these teams are 1 game away of going all the way from 8 to 3. So it's yeah. But again, that's my biggest thing right now is just that. But
yeah, I haven't seen, honestly, I haven't really watched anything Winnipeg playing, so I'm not 100% sure how they are. But I know that Chicago has been playing really well, and Bedard seems to has a little bit more fire in his eyes now. Started the start of the season, so I don't know if that's helped with Burakovsky coming in to help on the winger side,
maybe,
or not. But Chicago seems to be brewing a little bit. Yeah, Utah's kind of been a disappointment to start the season. I was wanting to see him score a little bit more and get a little bit more help there. But other than that, yeah, watching Nashville though the other day. Yesterday when they were playing, they looked a little bit. They don't want to start out the season like they did last year. They started out really not. I don't know how many losses they had. I can't remember. It took them a few games to at least get a win and even score some goals. So it's helping that they're scoring.
I think the guys that they brought in last year are finally producing. So at least
Marshall Salt's had a good start off the season. Stamkos has been pretty lackluster. He hasn't had too much, but Marshall Salt has had a good start to the season.
Yep. Yeah, over at the Atlantic, one team surprising me is Boston. You know how they ended, being 3-1 start of the year. It's pretty darn good.
Yep.
A team I'm gonna be worried about now because it just came out today is gonna be the Senators.
Yep.
I loved, I love this team, and to see them now at 1-2 and now losing Brady for at least a month, that's gonna hurt.
I worry about for the Olympics.
Yeah,
Team USA needs Kachuk because with Matthew out, I doubt he'll play the Olympics. So maybe he will. Maybe because that's his timetable, January.
Yeah.
Thinking about possibility January coming out. So maybe, but for US wise, they need the Kachuk brothers to play.
Yeah.
If they want to compete with Canada.
Yep. And so Ottawa's going to be the team right now for the next month. That's going to be a little bit shaky. I feel like they talked about it in the Amazon Prime face-off this year that I think it was Shane Pinto talked about how we need Brady on the ice and not in the penalty box. And Brady's like, I knew that. I'm getting better at that. So now you're not going to have him. It's a big blow for this team. So.
He is. I mean, I watched their game, watching them play the Preds yesterday. There was a couple times where I feel like in the past, last year, the year before, where like an after scrum type thing, like he got cross checked, and Ryan O'Reilly he got cross checked. I think that might have been where he actually might have injured his hand.
Yeah.
But I remember I watched it live, so I saw it. But he got cross checked, and it was close to a point.
Yeah.
And in the past, Brady would definitely instantly dropped him or got cross-checked him back or got in his face. Yeah. No. Brady got up, skated in front of that, waited for it to tip in, and stood there. Yeah. And then once whistle blow, then had some words, which is that's going to happen. Everyone's going to do that. But the fact that he was able to control it to get to that point was, I think, that's a big step forward for him.
Yeah.
And he understands that's a team player right there. That's a captain you want, one that's going to listen and not going to take that criticism and take it in the wrong way, blow it up. And so that's something that's good. Yeah, that's not good that he's going to be out though. Hopefully they can figure something else out. Yeah, because they've struggled too as well to score anything.
Mm-hmm. Any other team on that Atlantic that surprised you or doesn't you wish were a little bit better other than Senators? Because the Montreal Detroit that we've talked about, they're right there.
I want to see Detroit keep this play up. Kane is looking like past Kane. He's looking a lot better than what Taze is, even though Kane's been playing a lot longer than Taze has. Stuck. But though Kane's turning back the clock to start off the season. Scary. Lucas Raymond went out yesterday, so hopefully that's nothing too serious because that's a guy they totally need. He played 82 games last year, so full season. That's a healthy guy. So you definitely don't want him out any longer than a game or two.
Yeah.
And Larkin's off to a good start. The whole team's clicking. So and Cam Talbot is doing good. John Gibson had a horrible first start.
Yeah.
So that was their one loss, but then they went back to back. They beat the rival Toronto. The original 6 team. Beat them yesterday. That's a big win, and it wasn't just a little. It was a 3-goal win. So, and then I can't remember who they played on Saturday, but that was another good win. Yeah. No, Detroit's been off to a good start, which should make. I'm sure Steve Yzerman's pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
See, I told you guys. I told you my plan was gonna work.
Yeah. And then like I said, Canadians are doing good as well. They're playing Seattle tonight, which is gonna be a big game for both of them.
Honestly, I'm curious. I wonder if Lana even. He'll end up starting becoming a scratch
because start producing.
Yeah, with especially 5-on-5, he can't even really hardly produce on the power play. But with Demidov now there and everything, like his spot. There's a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah,
honestly, which is crazy. 3 years ago, if you had told me that, Lana is honestly might be a healthy scratch. Huh?
Yeah. Cool. Over at the Metro though, dude. I can't go wrong with anything. We got a 5-way tie for first right now. We got 5 teams at 4 points. Carolina's winning that because they got 2 wins with only 2 games.
Yep.
They right now it's in every single division it's still up for grabs, of course, for anyone. But it's gonna be a close one. Like I said, the Rangers have been. Winning again, they're 2-2.
I don't even know what to talk about. Like the Rangers are.
It's like they're great or they're bad.
They're the most inconsistent team to start
right
the
now.
season.
Yeah.
If I was a Ranger fan, I'd be bald right now.
How can you play one great game and one terrible game?
Start the season and you get shut out by the Penguins.
Then you get a shutout.
Then you get a shutout, and then you get a shutout, and then
So
granted, I'm happy my team shut them out.
Yeah.
So, but that was a great win.
Yeah.
Fact, because Shesterkin's off to Vezina. Like he's the only reason why that they have any wins.
Yeah.
For the most part. Because if he could score 2, he would sure hell would be doing that or at least try.
Yeah. The one team that I'm happy with right now is Pittsburgh, and honestly, it's actually that's Crew's favorite team, which is funny.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't. When we were
because he likes Penguins.
Because ESPN will come on like, oh, do you want to watch boom, 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 boom? It's always. I thought it was gonna be Buffalo Sabres. I think I kind of pushed them away from that one, which was okay. But
see, this is why they're 0-3. We'll get to that after.
But I was happy with. I was like, okay, Pittsburgh, whatever.
I'm not happy
because we'll see. We'll watch the Kings and the.
Show them. I need to get the Screaming Eagles jersey. Look at this.
We'll get the Penguins in the Kings game, and hopefully the Kings win. He knows the Kings are my team. We were just talking about it today, so we'll see if he changes over. But he's a little. I wanted to tell Carter.
What's his favorite color?
I was like, I wanted to tell Carter, Carter, my boys, you got drafted by my boys here. But that team right now, I'm actually, and if you watch them, they're quite fun to watch.
Yeah.
The young guys are finally performing, and I don't want
whatever young guys they have.
It's a good. It's good.
I think it helps that Crosby's Crosby's gonna be Crosby. So but Malkin and Letang are playing like they should be playing because they're all. I mean, for 3 guys to play 20 seasons together, you got to be kind of old.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, Buffalo.
Oh yeah. They were a sad story. That is.
I know. How pumped is Ryan?
Well, watching them against Colorado, it's like I don't see how they why I got what
they fight, but they just don't have the goals.
The goals. Well, it's not even like I don't know. That. Because, I mean, 2 goals out of 3 games, 9 periods. That's pretty bad. But I just don't get it because they lose bad on Sunday or Saturday, and then when they come out and play Colorado, you're thinking like, Colorado. But no, they played. To start the game, they played with fire in their eyes. They played really good. They played hard, And then, like, yeah, Colorado gets the goal in the first, but, like, Buffalo responds good. And it takes a while, but they finally get a goal and they tie it. And then, shortly after, Colorado puts one up. But then again, Buffalo doesn't hang their heads. They responded well right after that second goal. And so they're only down a goal. Like, they respond well. It's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just, like, I really can't tell you what, because, like, it was driving me nuts watching them. Because I was like, what? There's just something that's not clicking. I don't know what it is, because I'm not smart enough, not that good at the game enough. But somebody's got to see it. There's just something about this team that is not clicking to where if this piece would just slide here, everything else would move out of the way and the red car would come out. Like, I don't know. It was driving me nuts watching them play Colorado because, like, they could keep up. But for some reason, I don't know what the heck it was. It was driving me insane watching them.
Again, we just have to remember, they were on a hot streak there last year, but then they just go down. So it's just kind of how I think this is just how this team is. So they might lose right now. They might lose 5, 6 in a row, but then they might win 10 in a row. But that's just not.
It's just sad though at this point. Like, it really is sad. It's depressing. Like, when you watch Tage Thompson get interviewed and he talks about, like, them saying, like basically what I was saying, like, I don't know what to do pretty much, and then saying that, like, all this stuff, about how we haven't been in playoffs in this so long and this and that, like, that's all in the past. Like, I just want to forget about that. Like, that needs to just stay in the past. And I was just like, dude, I get it. Like, because I've losses in hockey, so I understand what it feels like to be defeated, and sick of losing. And I can't imagine having to feel that at an NHL level when you've been winning most of your life because you've been that good, you've been winning most of your life. And so, like, it's just last season. Started that season 0-3. Or you want to guess how many goals they had at 0-3 last season? 3. So they're going down. They're getting worse. They went down. They got worse. Like, it's just how. I don't get how. Like, it's just like how. It blows my freaking
mind. NHL, baby. Just because you're in the NHL.
I know. It's just sad because you see the Sharks are doing better. Chicago is at least getting up there. Nashville is doing better than last year. Every team is doing somewhat, at least, just little things are doing a little bit better than last year. And then it's just the same thing over and over.
Again, I'm not going to say, like, it's a big coaching thing, but again, when you have a game plan going into things and your coach wants you to run this certain, offensive strategy and this and that, a lot of that is, where you're going to have to shoot the puck. And so a lot of these times they might it's a great shot, right? Like, that's perfect shot, but it's not in the right area.
Not high,
because they're not the scheme, right? So, like, against Colorado, right? They might be in that offensive zone, but it's because Colorado's giving that spaces where it don't matter.
Yeah,
we know you ain't gonna score.
Yeah, no, you're exactly. That was one of that's something I totally saw. Yes,
it's what's in the middle. It's with those high areas. That's where it's good.
Yeah, they're just keeping the perimeter. Yeah, you can have the perimeter all day, but we're not going to give you the middle.
So that's kind of that's what I think is happening.
For sure,
is that coaching? It's not if you. Yeah, you can have more possession time, but like I said, Colorado, you give them the opportunity, they're gonna pound it right into you, and then they're gonna attack. So it does have to do with some coaching because the players can do as much as they can do, but if the coach ain't teaching them like this is how we're gonna run it, where I want you to attack the center,
or if he's not, maybe he's talking about he doesn't want that, so they don't.
Yeah. So because the easiest thing is right, you can play on that outside perimeter, but then get up to the point, crash that net. Now you have 3 of your forwards there, plus maybe another defense attacking that net after that shot. Now it's all hell can break loose after that. So again, it has to, coaching is a big thing when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, 2 of Colorado's goals were based off, like, one of them was sick. The one where I can't remember who. I know McKinnon was the one that scored it, but like they did kind of they did 2 drop passes in a way, where when the guy entered the zone on the far side, or the close side of the bench, he entered the zone and he dropped it back, and then this guy came around and picked it up, and when he came across the middle at the top of the circle, he left it for, I think it was McKinnon or somebody crossing back over, and then but he also kind of drew a screen. It was like a screen drop pass play, and so I was kind of sick because it was like a pick and roll, and this guy rolled over, and they went in scored for it. But it was just like, dude, that was sick. But you're right, because I remember that was one of the things that I was like, God, it's like, yeah, Buffalo's out shooting Colorado by 10 shots, but those shots are just like Carolina shots. Like they just when the D's got the puck on the blue line, they're up in the corner, they just fire it on net, and then it's just like they're not high chance shots. They're not in the slot. They're just basically throwing it at the net, praying. You can see the desperateness in the shots what they're taking. That's where they're at.
Yeah. So, I said it. I believe I said it in our pregame stuff was that our preseason video was that Lundy's gonna have to be on his way out. Has to be on his last leg.
Remember who's available? Pete DeBoer, the most winningest coach, is available still right now.
Yeah, so I don't know. So we'll see. So stuff to look out for. Buffalo can find their. I think Buffalo is still a few players short of being a contender. But if they get the right coach to help them kind of show the that hey we got the coach that can get us there. Now we just need some players, maybe. But
there's some people that have been born and they've never made the playoff, in their lifetime of being born. Because 14, 15 years now, I think it is. It's all right.
All right.
At least our teams win.
Yeah. It's funny how you care so much about Buffalo and they're in your same.
Well, because I just, we're not in my division. They're in the Atlantic. We're in the Metro. All I know about the Islanders were 0-3. It's just they're all excited about Matthew Schaefer. She's a stud. Schaefer's a stud.
You're more excited with New York last year than.
Yeah. Because I knew they can't. I knew they're not going to make it. But no, Matthew Schaefer's a stud. Kid is totally can play, and he's gonna be generational. But they need to worry about getting a win first before anything else.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you for tuning in this week. We're super excited. First week of hockey is finally underway. High school hockey is just starting around the corner. Oh, before we even go, got the go ahead. I talked with the Aberdeen Cougars president. He's okay with us doing some live streaming. So we are going to bring some preseason action with girls varsity and boys varsity. Aberdeen versus Watertown on the 25th. It's going to be early morning, about 9, 10 a.m. That's mostly kind of getting us used to our equipment, get things going.
And doing it together.
Yeah. Making sure that everything runs good. So we're excited for that. And then, we're going to try to do as many home games for the Aberdeen Cougars as we can. Just depends on the family, things like that.
Yeah, we want to try to at least get all the teams that come here, which I don't know if they could. Rapid comes here, so we won't be able to get Yankton because they go to Yankton. So that'd be like those two.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get mostly every home game.
Sioux Center?
I'm not sure. I think Sioux Center might come here this year.
Do they have varsity team?
I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
I'm assuming they will. So, but exciting news coming on, guys. We're growing, baby. Stay with us to see what goes on, and we're more than happy to continue this growth, of course. So, if you guys haven't already, hit subscribe here on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And we will see you guys all next time with Carter Sanderson, baby. See ya.